everybody, and welcome back to another video. And if you're here for the very first time, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm Jane. My husband Mike is behind the camera. We're British, early retirees. We've got no debt, we've paid off the mortgage, and we live a thrifty, frugal and money-saving life here in Brittany in northwest France. And every Friday we bring you something food related. Now this week we're going to share with you and I'll leave the recipe in the link in the description box for you below, our spinach, mushroom and feta lasagna. Spinach is in season at the moment. It's really cheap. If you grow it, it's dead easy to grow. Salad is in season. You can often get feta really affordably. Mushrooms are affordable. What's not to love about a gorgeous summery spinach, feta and mushroom lasagna? And now I'm going to show you how to make it. So let's show you what I've picked here. I have got a basket full of spinach, and I like to pick the spinach when the leaves are small. I've got a cucumber, again a small cucumber, I don't leave them to get too big. And I've got a lovely curly lettuce. And that is all going to be for our lunch today. I'm going to run through my ingredients for my spinach and mushroom lasagna. As you saw me in the garden, I've got my lettuce and cucumber to go with the salad to go with this. I've got half a basket of spinach. I'll put the ingredients in the description box below, and you can vary the quantities to suit you. But I just work on the basis of that handful, that massive handful there will literally turn into a handful. Obviously, you can use frozen spinach if you don't have fresh spinach. I've got gluten-free lasagna sheets. You can just use regular lasagna sheets. I've got herbs de Provence. You can use mixed Italian herbs. I've got some nutmeg to go in the cheesy sauce. Regular sized tin of tomatoes. I've got here about 400 grams of mushrooms. By the time I cut the ends off this, I don't use these ends, and I will chop these. You get more from your mushrooms if you chop up your stems as well, but you frugal people, you're all doing that. I cut back the cheese in mine. The recipe calls for 150 grams. I'm going to put in 100. The recipe calls for 400 grams of crème fraîche. Now, if you can't get crème fraîche, you can use sour cream. Sour cream cooks just fine. Now, I don't have enough of that, so I'm going to add in a pot of Greek yogurt, and I've got about a quarter of a pot of cream cheese left, and I'll stir that all together. So the cheesy sauce is grated cheese. I'm using Grana Padano because I think it's the best value cheese flavour-wise for the money. Use any cheese you've got. I've got about 300 mils of crème fraîche. Again, as I said, you can use sour cream or cream. And then adding those in. I will do some sautéing in some olive oil, and I will season with a little bit of salt and pepper. I want to have a chat about seasoning as well. If you over season, if you over salt, if you over pepper, you won't taste the spinach. And when you eat it, you want to taste the spinach, you want to taste the mushrooms, you want to taste the cheese, you want to taste the tomatoes. So that's why Mike and I, we do not over season our food, because we like to taste the ingredients. I'm now going to get this lot ready. I'm now going to make my creamy sauce to go with this. I can sort of show you how I just use anything I've got for this, because I'm a no waste cook. So I'm going to use up my crème fraîche. That all goes in. And like I said, you can just use sour cream if you can't get this, or cream, or you could even use a bechamel sauce. I'm going to use up a little bit of cream cheese that's left. Don't waste any, get it all out of the pot. Hate to see anybody leave any behind. I'm even going to stick in a pot full of Greek yogurt. Now, the Greek yogurt with the crème fraîche will hold together. If you just use Greek yogurt and not crème fraîche, it will just split. So there we go, it's all in there. Taking my time to get it all out of the pot. There we go. Small amount of salt. As I said, we do not over season it. We want to taste the food, and not just salt. Same with the nutmeg. Just a bit. We don't want too much of it. That is all going to get mixed together. And there it is. In goes the cheese. You can use more cheese than this or less than this, the choice is yours. I think 100 grams is absolutely enough, because the Grana Padano or any hard cheese that you're using in there, you might have a local one to where you live, you get loads and loads of flavour. How simple is that for a cheese sauce to go into a lasagna? So there is everything ready. I have just roughly chopped up my mushrooms. I clean them by wiping them off with a clean tea towel. I don't get mushrooms wet. It's nothing worse than soggy wet mushrooms. I will crush, I forgot to tell you, you also need garlic, as much or as little as you like. If you don't like garlic, you could chop up a small onion. I will crush the garlic and add it to it as I'm cooking it. My spinach is all clean. I won't do anything to that. I will literally rip it up and shred it into the pan as I saute it down. My tomatoes, my tinned tomatoes, what I do with that is I pour the tinned tomatoes into a jug, and I use my blender stick to make it a smooth puree. Because I only buy cheap supermarket tomatoes, they can be a bit tough around the stalk area. So I've done that. So you saw me get my creamy sauce ready. I've got half a bag open in the fridge that I'm going to use up. I will sprinkle on top. And I am ready to get cooking. So I allowed this to simmer for a few minutes. It's amazing how little spinach there is left in there, but I actually know there's a basket full of spinach. You can add to this if you like, so you season it the way you like it. I've added a bit more salt, I've added more pepper, and because I've got plenty of this, I'm going to crumble some feta into this. For nothing else, as it gives us more protein and it uses up the feta. So I can literally just take it out and crumble it in. Feta, and it's got that lovely saltiness to it about it as well. Goes really well with spinach. If you like spanakopita, which I do, and I cook frequently when I'm growing spinach, I get through a lot of feta at that time. It's a really affordable cheese as well. So I'm going to crumble that, stir that all in, and then I will assemble our lasagna and pop it in the oven to cook. So there it is. I put it in the oven at 180 centigrade. I cook everything at 180 centigrade. And I had it in the oven for 40 minutes. So let's portion this up and get it served on the plates. And there it is. Number 2. And what's nicer than an extra sprinkle of cheese? And there it is, with lettuce and cucumber from the garden, spinach you saw from the garden, local new potatoes. Ours are not ready yet. I had 4 potatoes left, so I thought I'd make a really small potato salad to go with this. It's supermarket day tomorrow, and I didn't have any other salad left. So there we go, spinach mushroom lasagna with the addition of some feta cheese, salad from the garden, and some potato salad. That was absolutely delicious. If you enjoy the cooking videos and you want more of them, leave me a comment below. What would you like to see me cook? I might take inspiration from it, and you never know, I might cook one of your suggestions. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all of your comments. We read absolutely every one of them, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.